Hey Diecast fans, welcome. I'm Mark, and today we're going to talk about all things IXO Diecast. And the big question, is IXO the best value diecast model you can buy? Well, I believe it is. So stay tuned. I'm going to discuss 3 particular models. Today is going to be a racing theme, and then I'll give them a collectability scale at the end. So welcome to the channel. All right, let's talk about IXO. Now, this is a Chinese company, and they manufacture their models mostly in China and Bangladesh. And you may know them as IXO. I've always said IXO, so I'll just call it IXO for the purposes of this video, although sometimes you may hear me revert unintentionally to IXO, but there you have it. And I believe that these are the best value diecast you can currently purchase at the moment. And the reason is this: they are reasonably priced, but the detailing is top notch. And they go above and beyond because I feel like they add extra embellishments on their models, which I'll talk about when we look at the ones that I'm featuring today, that just make them a step above. You feel like you're getting a bit more bang for your buck, if you will. And the good news, the last few years, IXO has had a partnership in the USA called IXO USA. And they focus on American-specific cars that are desirable in this market, such as the truck cabs, NASCAR models, and muscle cars, of course. They even have a really cool 2025 catalog that you can get online at their IXO USA website, which looks like this. And I do highly recommend it. So stay tuned. Let's get into our first model. All right, let's talk about the Aston Martin Racing DBR9. Have a look at this car. This car is from the Le Mans 24 Hours race, and it competed in the GT1 class. In its very first entry, it got pole position and then 3rd overall in its class, 9th overall in the entire race. Yeah, and it looks like it is super modern and could have been released yesterday. Such is the way it has aged. But this car, I'm not kidding, it's from 2005. That's how well Aston Martins age. And this is a perfect example, the DBR9, in that gorgeous British racing green. I know, it's probably my most favorite model. And if you're perceptive, you notice that this one is featured on my profile pic. So let's start with this IXO detail. One thing I love about this particular model is that it comes in a special box, a commemorative box. And if you notice back here, you can see images of the different versions of the DBR9 that were in Le Mans. They're distinguished from the red grille, some call it a carb grille, I believe, and the fluorescent yellow. This one has the fluorescent yellow, of course. If you look carefully, also you can see that the headlights are yellow tinted. Nice touch. But now let me go into the very fine detail that makes IXO such a joy. Okay, so let's look at the other features of this particular model. I'm going to do kind of a roundabout carousel view. So again, the front detailing I went through, even the little Aston Martin grille emblem there. Very fine decal fine details, which I just love. And look at those gorgeous taillights. Now, I also want to show you the box. It comes in this commemorative box. So if you want to keep it dust-free, you can just keep it closed the whole time. But again, you have all the images of its race at Le Mans, which just makes it even more special. And then the box itself even has a clever hinge on it. So it's a wonderful package and presentation package. And the model itself is actually held onto the base with a very small screw so that when you transport it, you don't have to worry about it moving around. But again, just notice this fine little detail of the antenna, the badging, these little hood fasteners. It is unreal how detailed this model is in 1/43 scale. So I hope that you enjoy it or are enjoying it as much as I am. Okay, let's continue and let's feature one of my all-time favorites of all time ever, like in the world, forever, since cars were existed. That is the beautiful 1975 Alpine A310, driven by Jean-Luc Terrier and Michel Vial. This was the number 5. There were 2 cars in the Monte Carlo Rally that year, the number 5 and number 11. And this is the number 5, obviously. And again, there's something about this particular body style. I don't know if it's the wheel arch flares or the louvres or the deep dish wheels, but the way this car presents, it has that beautiful shooting brake design. And again, IXO has knocked it out of the park with its detailing. Look at the rim design, the beautiful decals. It has the Rally Monte Carlo signage on it. Again, license plate, because it is street legal, or was street legal. And even inside, you have a really nice bit of detailing. And I like when IXO does these types of bases with a little bit of texture. And you can see in the background as well, they included a card of the actual car, which is a nice touch. And pretty much anything with Elf and Michelin on it, I love. I did do one light customization. I did make these rally lights more yellow. They came clear, but I wanted to add a yellow tint to it, which I don't believe is historically accurate, but there's something about that yellow against the blue color that really pops. So I went ahead and I took a liberty on that one. Notice even the detail, the F for France on the back, and everything else is just so perfectly detailed. When you hover over this model, you very literally feel like it's going to drive off of the stand. It is just so wonderfully detailed, and who on earth can beat the stunning blue that is this model? So again, one of my all-time favorites, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. Okay, it's time to jump ahead to 2022. We're going to stay on the racing theme, but this time we're going full rally. This is the beautiful 2022 Hyundai, or Hyundai as you may know, i20 R5 rally car from the World Rally Championship, WRC. And it was driven by Tom Kristoffersen and Andreas Johansson. Could you get any more Swedish than that? Even though the car is Korean, it is adorned with a beautiful Swedish flag on the top section there. And let me talk about the detail. So as you have already gathered from this video, IXO or IXO, I think either way is correct, is phenomenal in its detailing for the price. Very beautiful inlaid lens. Look at the detail on the rally wheels. It's remarkable. And if you're such a good driver and you're recognized and you're a champion driver, look, you get your name on the front grille. Again, that's Christensen, Tom Christensen. Make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, Christensen. Okay, and so let's go to the back. Here you have the decal from that particular race, and then you can notice the driver's names on the window, plus the car number. I love that attention to detail. And you can literally spend, I don't know if I'd say hours, but minutes going through each and every little decal here and comparing it to the actual car and noticing how they got every single little detail correct. Yes, I'm a fan. From there, you have even the license plates, because remember, rally cars have to be street legal. They drive them on public roads in between stages. So this car is actually street legal. Therefore, it has to have a license plate and be registered. I know, pretty cool, huh? So again, let me feature this racing model to stay on the theme of racing. And then now let's go to our rating scale, and I'll rate this one along with the Aston. Okay, let's start our collectability scale, starting with the Aston. Detail, 5. Superb. Cost, very decent for this model, under $50 for brand new. And the wow factor, as you can see with the box, a 5. Collectability, IXO, still in the 3 area, not the most highly collectible, but very decent. So a solid 3. And then availability, pretty much only on eBay now these days, you can find them. So I'd give that a 2, but there are still some new ones out there, but most are used. Okay, let's get into the Hyundai or the Hyundai. The detail, a solid 4. Cost, again, very reasonably priced, and I found this one actually discounted. I paid, no joke, under $20 for this off of the Fairfield Collection site. Incredible. The wow factor, beautiful. If you like this sort of thing, if you like rally cars, so it may not be to everyone's taste. Collectability, I would say a solid 2 because it's a Hyundai. Sorry, Hyundai. And availability, there's still quite a few out there going for a really good price right now. Mine was brand new in the plastic. So yeah, probably can find plenty of those if you happen to love Korean cars with the Swedish flag on them. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the Alpine Monte Carlo Rally. Again, detail stunning. Probably my top 3 of all time favorite models on the planet. Cost very reasonable, under $50. Wow factor, well, look at it. Collectability, Alpines are highly collectible. Even though it's an IXO model, I'm still going to give it a 4 because if you love Alpine, you really love Alpine. You'll do anything to get one. Then availability, pretty much eBay only, mostly used, so not that great. So that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. See you next time.